Hello everyone, welcome to Marketing 452 International Marketing, right? And this is chapter 10. Chapter 10. In this chapter, let's talk about your global product strategies. Global product strategies. Okay? And the learning objectives of this chapter is that you'll be able to list the advantages of product standardization and product adaptation. Product standardization versus adaptation. Okay? You need to be able to differentiate between mandatory and discretionary product adaptations. Mandatory versus discretionary. Okay? You need to be able to explain the concepts of global product standards and generic management system standards. Okay? Explain why product lines can vary from country to country, define the modularity, and explain its impact on global product development. Compare and contrast the product development roles played by a multinational firm's headquarters and the roles played by subsidiaries. Explain the importance of lead markets and note their importance to product development. Describe how companies may access new products by purchasing research and development or by importing products from other companies. Discuss the use of acquisition, joint ventures, and alliances for the purpose of product development. Explain the process of introducing new products to global markets, including concept testing, test marketing, and timing of new product introduction. Okay? The chapter in overview of the chapter, the product design in the global environment. We'll talk about that. The packaging and labeling for global markets, and global warranties and services policies, and managing global product line. How to manage your global product line, and introducing new products to global markets. Let's look at example of McDonald's. McDonald's products around the world. This is we can see here is the McDonald's opening in China. I think probably when they were opening it for the first time. Okay. McDonald's tries to standardize its products as much as possible around the world. Okay, around the world, but not exactly always the same. Okay. They have the basic meal of sandwich, fries, and drink in most markets. The fries are exactly the same in each market, right? You would think so, right? No, actually. In this country, what flavor French fries do we have in this country? Okay? Salty, right? Salty. Yeah. It's only flavor, no flavor, no other flavors. Just one type of French fries, right? But I remember when I went to Taiwan. I went to Taiwan. I went to Taiwan many times, 7, 8 times in the past 10, 15 years. Um, uh, I noticed something. Their French fry, I went to a McDonald's in Taiwan with my friends, and I think they were buying from me. So they're saying, hey, what flavors of fries do you want? I said, what? They said, what flavors of fries, French fries, do you want? Or would you prefer? And I didn't even know there are different flavors of French fries. Turned out that they do offer like different flavors of fries. I forgot which are flavors, 4 or 5 different flavors, and they actually give you a bag of French fries that has no flavor, no salt, nothing, and then give you a condiment of flavors. You can pick one you choose, and you put that. I think it's a powder or something. You put it in the bag, and you hold bag tightly, seal the top, and shake it. You shake it. You make your own fries with your own chosen flavor, and it turned out to be very excellent. I'm wondering why don't they offer that in this country? Okay? That's a good question to ask them, right? Maybe we are Americans. We are happy with whatever we have. We are content with that, and we don't have a real demand for that. Maybe it's time for us to demand, barbecue flavored French fry or sweet and sour French fry or something, right? Okay. And McDonald's also have product adaptations. Okay? They adapt also. They have product, standardized product, but they adapt also. Yeah. In Canada, they have cheese, vegetable, and pepperoni, and the deluxe pizza. McDonald's offering pizza. Yep, in Canada. In Uruguay, they call the Hugo is a hamburger with the poached egg on top. Okay, poached egg on top. In Thailand, they have a pork burger. Samurai pork burger, a sandwich marinated with teriyaki sauce, the Japanese flavor. Yeah. In the Philippines, they have mac spaghetti. They still offer pasta in a sauce with the Frankfurter bites. Interesting, huh? In New Zealand, they have kiwi burger, right? A hamburger with a fried egg and a slice of beet. It's called kiwi burger. Right? In Japan, they have chicken tatsuta. Chicken tatsuta is a fried chicken sandwich spiced with soy sauce and ginger. Soy sauce and ginger. Yeah. I've been to Japan. I don't think I didn't try that. I didn't see that. Yeah. In Germany, Frankfurter's beer and a cold four-course meal. Four-course meal is available from McDonald's. Can you imagine that? Yeah. When you go to those countries, check it out. Okay. So for international marketing, there is a dilemma here, or something you need to take into consideration. You need to decide on product standardization versus or product adaptation. For your group project, remember you have group project, and you need to think about this. You need to make a decision. You want to have the same product, standardized. Remember, you're working on a U.S. company, U.S. product, right? You're going to use the same product. You have the same product, and make it available to the other country you're going, or you're going to make some adaptations. If there is adaptation, what kind of adaptation do you want to have? That's a group decision you have to make. And I'll see that in your presentation and paper. Okay. There are many benefits of product standardization and the product adaptation. The benefits for both, for each and for both of them. Okay? Let's look at the benefits of standardization. You have a standardized product, same product everywhere, right? What are the benefits? First, lower cost of manufacturing may be achieved through economy of scale. You can see that, right? Same French fries everywhere. Again, then you save a lot on that. Lower input costs may be achieved through volume precision. If we buy a lot of potatoes, a lot of something, then we can get lower cost. In fact, actually, McDonald's, I think they have their own potato farm to produce potatoes for themselves, right? For them. The cost savings may be achieved by eliminating efforts like market research, design, and engineering to adapt products. So you do not have to do that, you save some cost. There could be a fast global product rollouts. That's possible because no time is needed to make product adaptations. International customers may prefer the same product to be available worldwide. There's something they're familiar with, right? Standardized products may enhance consumer perception of a global brand. Okay? A Coke is Coke everywhere you go. Okay? But there are also benefits for adaptation. Benefits for adaptation. Mandatory adaptations allow products to be sold in otherwise closed markets. Okay? Products can be sold for use in different climates and with different infrastructures. And modified products may perform better under different use conditions. Okay? Product costs may be decreased by varying local inputs. And product cost also may be decreased by eliminating unnecessary product features. Okay. Greater sales may be attained by better meeting industry norms or cultural preferences. Okay. You can see that. Type of adaptations. What kind of product adaptations are there? Okay. First is mandatory. It's necessary for a product to be sold in a local market. You just have to do that. Otherwise, you cannot sell. Right? Others, other adaptations are discretionary. It's not necessary, but it may be beneficial to you. So you better do that, right, for your own benefits. Pressures for product adaptation. It could be from your competitive offerings, what competitors offer, and you may have to adapt to. Climate, too cold, too hot, too humid, too dry. Geography, mountains, plains, by the seas, or and infrastructures. Don't assume every country has all the infrastructure like what we have. Right? Highways, roads, bridges, shipping, everything. Okay? Government regulations, international standards. We'll talk about international standards in a second. Right? Customer expectations and preferences. What do customers expect? What do they prefer? And the buyer behavior, of course, dictates that you probably have to adapt. Benefit of product adaptation, you can penetrate otherwise closed markets. You're able to use product in different climates and infrastructures. You can better produce product performance in different use conditions. Decreased cost due to varying local inputs, as we said. Benefits of product adaptation, there could be decreased cost due to eliminations. Feature eliminations, because you eliminate certain features, then that saves you some money. Okay? There could be increased sales due to better meeting industry norms or cultural preferences. Okay? And climate, infrastructure, and use. Physical realities of markets affect product decisions. For example, air conditioning. Air conditioners in Saudi Arabia must be able to operate under conditions that are hotter and dustier than those in most US locations. And you have to handle that. Okay? People may actually use product differently in a market. Yeah. P&G, Procter& Gamble, had to adapt Cheer detergents. Remember the Cheer detergent? Because Japanese consumers wash their clothes in cold type water. They use leftover bath water to conserve water and like to add fabric softeners. Yeah. So you have to adapt. Okay? Performance and quality standards. Right? Products designed in highly developed countries often exceed the performance needed in developing countries. Yeah, you exceeded the performance needed. Right? Customers in developing countries may prefer simpler products to save costs and ensure better service over products' lifetime. Yeah, they don't need that much of a lot of costly performance features. Companies from developing countries selling in developed country markets may have to increase the performance of the product to meet the standards of industrialized countries. Then there is the issue of global standards. Okay? Global standards. The benefits of international standards are obvious when you travel. Yeah? Have you ever tried to use your U.S. hair dryer in another country? You may find that your hair dryer blows in smoke or burns in smoke, because we're using 110 volts in our electricity, in our power supply. Electricity is 110 volts. whereas in many other countries it's 220 volts. Yeah. Then your hair dryer may not be able to handle that. Yeah. Growth in international commerce has increased the benefits of international standards. Yeah. Global standards, right? Country to country standards still predominate. Country to country standards still predominate, right? National organizations set standards for products and business practices. For example, in Great Britain, there's a British Standards Institute. British Standards Institute. In Canada, they have Canadian Standards Associations. Yeah. In the U.S. standard system is fragmented. There are 450 different standard setting groups. Yeah. The unification of Europe forced the EU countries, European Union countries, to adopt regional standards. They have the European standards. Yeah. And in order to make your products available or for sale in those countries, you have to meet their standards. Yeah. Global standards, right? There are two types of global standards, or national standards in the country. Yeah. There are certain standards are mandatory, certain are discretionary. Mandatory by law, by government, you have to comply. Discretionary by the industry, by the company yourself, you choose to comply or not, or use adopt or not. Yeah. In 1947, International Standards Organization, or ISO, was established in Geneva. Yeah. In Geneva, ISO was established in 1947. And it's a non-governmental organization. A federation is a federation of national standards board bodies from 140 plus countries. They form this international organization. Each member is a firm that's the most representative of standardization in this country. And standards set by ISO are highly specific. For example, film speed codes, formats for telephone and banking cards, etc. You may not use. I don't know you guys. I think you guys may not have used cameras with film, right? People like me or older people, we used to use cameras with film, and a roll of film you put it in, and then you send the film to somewhere to a lab to develop and turn into pictures, and you decide how many to print. Yeah. Nowadays everything is digital. Yeah. But when the film speed, right? I remember the film speed goes like 100, 200, and 400. 400 being the best, the most expensive. 100, 200 are the one for general use. Okay. The codes, speed codes of film are standardized. Otherwise, your camera will not use. You cannot use the film purchased from other country when you travel. Okay. Also, the banking card, telephone card, banking card, your credit cards, they better be same standard. Otherwise, your Visa, Mastercard cannot be used or by ATM machines or stores in other countries. And that's a good thing. They have this standardized, set by ISO. ISO 9000. If you're in the company, working in the industry, you may encounter ISO 9000. What is ISO 9000? It was established in 1987. It's based on the British Standard for Quality Assurance, BS 5750. It's a generic management system standard. It's a management system standard. If you adhere to ISO 9000, if you are certified by ISO 9000, so you're basically saying that your company is following the global management system standard. Right? It ensures organization that can consistently deliver a product or service that satisfy the customer's requirements, because the firms delivers state-of-art management system. You have that ISO 9000 in place. Okay? Cultural preferences. Okay? Cultural preferences. Mhm. Because of the preference of color by people from different countries, you may have to adapt. Okay? For example, color. Right? Red and white have happy associations in Japan. In Japan, they use red and white for happy associations. Green is associated with the jungle and illness in Malaysia. Think about that. Yeah. Jungle and illness. Scent. Strawberry shampoo failed in China. Why it failed? Where consumers shun non-edible items that smell like food. In America, we may want to have that, but the Chinese, they don't like that. Yeah. If it's a non-edible item, they don't want it to smell like food. Okay? And sounds, right? Forced to eliminate ping sound from word processing in Japan. You know why? In Japan, they have to the word processors. Remember, you made a mistake, right? You made a mistake. There's a ping sound because workers got mortified, scared when their mistakes were obvious but heard by others. Right? They don't want others to hear that. Right? Taste. What tastes good varies from country to country. I'm sure you understand that, right? What you think, you feel that tasting so good may not be the same shared by other country, other people. Just think about cheese or cottage cheese or like stingy tofu in China. Food culture is about more than just taste. Okay, why did Frito-Lay potato chips fail to sell in China in the summertime? In summertime, the Frito-Lay potato chips they don't sell well, right? Because Chinese consumers associated fried foods with yang, remember yin and the yang, right? Which, according to Chinese traditional medicine, generates body heat and should be avoided in hot weather. Do you believe that? I do. Yeah. You want to check out later on, okay? And solution. So what is solution for Frito-Lay? They're smart, right? The Frito-Lay introduced a cool lemon chip, right? Packaged in pastel shades, it became the company's best-selling item in China. And I've never tried that. we'll see. Maybe next time you travel to China, you can give it a try. Okay? Packaging and labeling adaptation. You may have to adapt your packaging and labeling. Okay? The size, shape, materials used. Okay? You may have to follow the product packaging norms in the country. You have to follow the existing standards. You have to look at the economic development, and you may have to look at the environmental concerns about how to discard your packaging wrappers containers. Okay? Color and text. Yeah, color text could be a promotional strategy. It has cultural meaning and implications. You may have to conform to government regulations, okay? And there could be also the language issues. Local languages you have to follow. Okay? The cheese is no cheddar. Cheese is no cheddar. Be careful. Yeah, right? EU geographic indication laws. The EU has a geographic indication law that governing 600 more products seeking global product standards at WTO. And they argue that food names associated with the production process in certain regions reserved for companies located there. Uh, the UK is a British saying, are saying cheddar cheese is the British thing, UK. equal cheddar cheese equals UK. Okay? The Czech Republic claims that the Pilsner beer is theirs, their only. Okay? Actually, I once led a group of students, our students, to Czech Republic and Germany once. We actually visited the Pilsner beer factory, beer factory. We watched the entire process of making Pilsner beer. That was quite amazing, tour. Okay? In Italy, they're saying that balsamic vinegar is Italian only. Yeah, they claim to have have ownership on that. Okay? So product warranties. We have product warranties, right? Product warranties. Um, there's the issue of standardization versus adaptation as well for product warranties. Okay? Domestic warranty, is it going to be valid worldwide? Yeah, think about that. You may not, you probably cannot afford to have the same warranty worldwide. Okay? Tailoring warranties to country markets may be something you have to do. Okay? There are issues to consider though, right? Because you have to consider the actual product use, you have to consider local competition, and do they offer the same warranty or not, right? There could be spillover effect to other markets because what you have here offered in one country to another country, because people travel, go back and forth. Global product services. Yeah. In this country, we have after sales service of your product, right? Why do companies provide after sales service for their products, right? For one, for warranty credibility, right? Because you have warranty, you have to be credible, it has to be credible. You provide service to fix any problem, right? You may want to use that to differentiate yourself from your competition. Differentiate from competition. It may decrease your economic loss due to product malfunction or downtime. You have the service, you keep it up running all the time. But maintaining required service levels outside of home market is another issue. Okay, you have the selecting organization to provide service. Do you have your company owned or outsource it to someone else to do that? Do you have the adequate inventory of spare parts available? Viewing investment in service costs as the investment in future volume. And global product line management. You may have, instead of just one product, you may have a line of products, a product line. Okay? Not all products are suitable for all markets. Not all products are suitable for all markets. Keep that in mind. Okay? Coca-Cola's traditional brand, right, equals 90% of global sales, but only 33% of Japanese subsidiary sales. In Japan, they are not buying all those Coke products. 25 years of product innovation in Japanese subsidiary. Yeah, they innovated, created many other Coca-Cola products. Okay. Global product line management. Lines in overseas markets typically are narrower. Lines in overseas market are narrower than in home market. They don't have they don't have as many products in the product line. Okay, it could be a lack of sufficient market size. Could be because niche target segments at home may be smaller or absent. Yeah. There could be a lack of market sophistication. Market sophistication. It could be because new product introduction tend to begin at home. So that's why it's narrower in the overseas market. This is, for example of a product and gamble products is available in different regions of the world. Right? For example, a touch of sun is only available in North America, okay, and Asia. Ace, yeah, is available in North America, Europe, Latin America, but not in Asia. Right? Ethanol is made available in North America and Europe, but not Latin America and Asia. Right? But always are available in all regions. You can see their offerings, right? Not many. There are a few like Bold, Bounty, Kamei. They are available in all countries. Crest, Tartar Control Crest, toothpaste available in all countries, all regions, but not all of them. Okay, like this one here, Atento, only in Asia, but in others. You can see their adaptation. Okay. Here, every soap is available everywhere. Okay. And this one here, Olay is everywhere, Pampers everywhere, okay, and Tide detergents everywhere, and Zest Fully Clean is also available everywhere, okay, but none others. Like let's see here, Solvo, and only in two, and Muse only in Asia, etc. Okay. Also, you can explore the product life cycle. Remember product life cycle stage, right? For product, it has its own life cycle stage, life cycles, right? From introduction to growth to maturity, saturation, and decline, right? Those are products life cycle stages, right? And well, for different countries, for example, for product in this country, in the home country, it may be in decline stage already, but it could be in introduction stage in country A, growth in country B, maturity in country C, and saturation in country D. So you should exploit the product life cycle stage difference from country to country to market your product. Modularity, modularity. Development of standard modules that can easily be connected with another standard modules to increase the variety of products. Okay. General Motors, 70 body modules and 100 major mechanical components. They use that. Okay. They have 70 body modules and 100 major mechanical components aim to save 40% in radio costs by reducing 270 types of car radios. It uses worldwide to only 50. Only 50. They use the modules to save, to save on the overall cost. Okay? Modularity. Another thing you have to take into consideration is the lead market and R&D. Yeah. Companies must keep track of evolving lead markets as major sources for new product ideas and production techniques. Right? What's the lead market? What's the lead market? Lead market is a market whose level of development exceeds that of the markets in other countries. Okay? Not restricted to technological developments, includes developments in design, production, process, patterns, and consumer demand and mass marketing. Yeah, that doesn't have to be just technological developments. Okay? Lead market. Fragmentation of lead markets. In the middle of the 20th century, United States achieved the position of virtual dominance as the lead market, for virtually everything. Okay? Superior production methods, management methods, but during the later part of the 20th century, foreign competitors from Europe and Japan eroded U.S. firms' advantages. I think now into 21st century, I think it's getting the situation getting worse for American manufacturers. Mm. Now, no single country market dominates the world economy nowadays. Yeah, yeah. Almost no single country market can say we dominate the world economy. Okay? Seeking R&D from others. Yeah. What are your strategies to seek R&D from others? Given that no single country is dominant, you know, you may just have to import it, buy it, okay? Or you may gain a license. Yeah, teach me, teach me, give me a license to use that. Or acquisitions. If you cannot make it yourself, buy the know-how, buy it, right? Or let's cooperate, fund, establish joint ventures and alliances. Okay? These are tools you can use. And you may have to introduce new products into global markets. You may have to do test marketing. Yeah, yeah. You need to realize the role of lead markets. US is often a test market. It's easy to isolate the media distributions. Yeah. For example, we have local TV stations, local newspapers, and local distributions. Then we can test. You can test the product in a certain market. You say in Kansas City, or in Augusta, Georgia, or Columbia, South Carolina. And strategy of testing in smaller markets, you can use that, and usually tested in one or two markets before global rollout. And Heinz, the ketchup, the company, they did that, they test that in Canada, for example. I think that's pretty much all I have for this chapter. I'll see you next time.